Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the daily show. And today we're going to talk about, is it UpTober or is it's over? Is the crypto bull market cycle at an end, or is it just over for altcoins? And maybe it's not over for Bitcoin, or is it over for Bitcoin as well? Or is there a good buy the dip opportunity? And is Bitcoin going to go and make a new all-time high after this drop? We're going to look at that and a whole bunch more. Before we do that, smash the like button. This does help get this channel out to more people. And if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe, hit that bell notification, and you will get the daily updates. And so what we have here is we're going to look, first of all, before we go to Bitcoin, we're going to look at the SPY, okay? Now, a couple of the things that I had shared repeatedly with everybody is regarding the 20 EMA on the daily time frame, okay? And if we go to the 20 EMA on the daily time frame, we hadn't seen more than one daily close below the 20 EMA. That was a bit of a warning sign. Apart from the tribal trades indicator, one indicator to rule them all that gave us that red arrow there before it dropped. It gave us a bit of a 3-day warning there before it happened. And we lost it, and we had 1, 2, 3 consecutive day closes. And I did say I would be concerned if we did see a 3-day close, and that's what happened. However, the very next day, the SPY drove up and closed above the 20-day moving average. And then, of course, yesterday, down we went, and we had a close below the 20-day moving average. So now 4 of the last 5 days. And if we do close below there again at the end of this week, it would lead me to feel that there could be some continued downside. Now, so that's the 20 EMA on the daily. Now, the 9 EMA on the weekly, we've come down and tagged that. You can see that here sitting at 653, and currently we're at 655. I'll show you what's happening in the pre-market. What's happening in the pre-market here is we have got a situation where there is the 9 EMA in the weekly and the 50-day moving average. They are together, and you do see that we are getting a little bit of some buy pressure, a buy the dip. If we do see a drop below the 9 EMA weekly, that's where I'm going to have some alarm bells going, because I'll show you why in just a moment. We haven't lost the 9 EMA weekly since this whole run started back in April. And so that would be a very, very big warning sign there for me. If we started to lose that situation there. I'll go to the weekly time frame here and I'll show you what I mean. You can see here, and I have shared this before on my channel, the 9 EMA on the weekly. We just haven't lost it, guys. We haven't lost the 50-day moving average either. They've kind of gone up together there since we broke above it back in April. So to lose either of those two, which are together at the moment at 653 and 654, then I would expect a move down to at least to 642. 642 is what I'm looking at there, and I may open up a nice and that could be an opportunity to go short on the SPY. So that's the SPY. Let's look at Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin chart not looking so good. I did share this bear flag here in the Tribal Trades Discord here, and I gave that trade, and that trade is playing out to the downside there. And unfortunately, for those of you who are still bullish on Bitcoin or still think we are in a 4-year cycle, we'll talk about that in a moment. The 50-week moving average, of course, is my line in the sand, currently sitting at 101,902. We'll just check on that and just see if it's still at that level. It is. Historically, this is the bull market support. So you see each time Bitcoin has had the two major drops, these are the major touches. These are the only times that Bitcoin has touched that since breaking above it in March 2023 when the Bitcoin bull run started. There it is, all the way back here in March of 2023. You can see that has held, and we have not gone back below it. We came and tested it in September of 2023. It held. We came and tested it of September 2024, and in August of 2024, it held. We came and tested it again in April of 2025. It held, and it looks like we're coming to test it again in here October or maybe November of 2025? And will it hold again? Historically, when that is lost, the bull run is officially over. Historically, that has been the case. Now, just because that's happened historically doesn't mean, well, they say history doesn't always repeat, but it often rhymes. But any weekly candle that opens below here and closes below there, usually that is confirmation that it is over. And so that's very important. But who could have foreseen this? The tribal trades indicator gave you a beautiful top signal there to get out of the trade. And I always just say, look, trade the trend. The trend is your friend. There it is again, the tribal trade signal on the weekly time frame. The trend is your friend until the end, and then you start a new trend. And we don't want to be buying a dip that keeps dipping. And right now, this is a dip that keeps dipping. And so is this going to be a buying opportunity? And by the way, the technical target for that bear flag is 97,000. And now if we come down to 97,000, doesn't mean that the bull market is over. No, it doesn't mean it. But if we are still at 97,000 and we open there and close below 101,000, if we go down there and wick and pop back up, then that could be a great buying opportunity. Not against buying dips, but we don't want to be buying a dip that keeps dipping. Okay? That's just called trying to catch a falling knife. Okay? So they say scared money don't make money, but dumb money don't make money either. Okay? So just be very cautious about that. And it doesn't mean that we can't come down and hit that and it halts. And if it was to hold, that could be a good dip buying opportunity. If it doesn't hold, then I would be getting out. And it might initially hold and create some kind of another bear flag here and then continue the descent to the downside. And so I would have a very, very tight stop loss on any trades taken on Bitcoin or any altcoins there at all. But who could have warned you about all of this? Well, in the tribal trades Discord, one Discord to rule them all, there it is there. I gave this the Bitcoin bear flag there. The technical target is 97. We had to hold 109. As soon as we lost 109, look what's happened to the Bitcoin price. It has absolutely capitulated down. It was sitting at around 103 there, and it hasn't come down and touched. To be fair, we haven't come down and touched that 101,900 yet. And really, it might not just touch there. It might come and hit. You saw how it came down here. And the first few times, it didn't actually touch. It didn't touch till quite a few weeks later. About a month later, it came and finally tagged it. So just because it comes down and doesn't touch and then it moves up doesn't mean that it's going to come back and tag that. I'm fairly confident that that is what's going to happen, that we are going to get a test of that 101K level. And if it holds, it might end up being a buying opportunity. Maybe the bull cycle is not over, but historically we are at that point in the cycle. Number one, timing wise, we're at the end of the cycle. Generally, the bull run, these are the dates. 4 out of the 6 cycle tops dates come in the month of October. October 6th could be the month. We also had this prediction from 2023. Somebody predicted that October 6th would be the top of the bull run all the way back in 2023. Look at the date, the 12th of December, 2023. They predicted that this pattern would print this cycle's all-time high on the 6th of October there. And I think also we had the issue of the crypto crash. People don't have the money to buy the dip. They're talking about 400 billion people and money were liquidated, not the 20 billion that was originally reported. So people just don't have the money to buy the dip. New people just don't want to buy the dip. They're done with the space. This whole manipulation, this crash that we saw was, I think, highly manipulated. Now the French authorities are looking into Binance and their role of what may have happened there. And of course, the chart is extremely bearish. So I shared that in the Tribal Trades Discord. There it is there. I gave this before it broke down. Also, further warnings that I gave here that when on the look at that, the date, there's the receipts on the 11th of October. Please be advised, the bias is short. Everybody's going, oh, buy the dip, buy the dip. Dead cat bounce, a double bombing. When we have an initial dump, it recovers, everybody jumps in with extra money, and then they take it down again for a second capitulation. That's exactly what has happened and exactly what I warned people about. I also gave a stocks play. Look at the stocks play here, the VIX play that I gave an entry at $37.60. I gave this play to all you guys here on YouTube. Who took the trade? If you had taken that trade, you would have been up in a huge way because it hit my technical target of $42 on the button. Look at this. I gave the trade at 37 and the trade is finished now at 42. Look at this. Have a look at this trade. The VIX, $37.60, entry on the break and hold, technical target, $42.45. There's the original trade right there. There is where I gave it. There it is, $42.45. Let's come and have a look at what it hit. It hit $42.52. So congratulations for all of those who took the trade there. I saw some weakness in the SPY charts. I saw some weakness in the Bitcoin chart. And I love the win section of the Tribal Trades Discord here. As you can see, the wins just keep stacking up, people. We have Amy, again, made her 1K for today. Absolutely incredible. That was yesterday in extremely bearish conditions because I've taught people in the Tribal Trades Discord how to go short and how to make money on the way down. You can make money on the way down when the market's going sideways and when the market is going up, and you can do it safely and responsibly. Of course, you've got to use stop losses. Here, I love Imogen, brand new to the Tribal Trades Discord, went from being a losing day to a winning day. They're loving the Tribal Trades indicator here, using the Tribal Trades indicator to scalp on the SPY. Absolutely love reading that. Plenty of other wins here in the win section. And one of my favorites here comes from Kat. Absolutely incredible. Brand new to the Discord. I'm amazed. I made 210, 520, 800. They made $1,500 on their first day. They are stepping into the 1K per day challenge there. Absolutely incredible. And you can see the swing plays channel in the Discord. This is not just a Discord for scalpers, but you can see here, incredible, this trade that I gave here. Where is it? AXTX. I gave this trade at $19 back a month ago and it hit $100. That's a 500% gainer. All you had to do was take the trade a month ago and cash in a 500% gainer. Also, OKLL was another trade that I gave in the Tribal Trades Discord as well. I gave an entry there at $35 and that played out to over $158. That was almost another 400%. You could have had a 400% win and a 500% win simply just buying and holding for a month and then selling. Absolutely incredible there. And one of the latest ones I gave was, of course, was SMU that I gave at $27, went all the way up to $44. So you can just see absolutely incredible gains in the Tribal Trades Discord there. Now, if you do want to join the Tribal Trades Discord, it is currently closed. But you can get on the wait list. How do you get on the wait list? There is a link below in the description of this video. You might need to click the more button. That will pop out. There is a wait list there. You click on there. And what are the benefits of getting on the wait list, even though you won't get instant access? Number one, you will avoid the price increase the next time that the Tribal Trades Discord opens. And we will open again this year. Okay, and we've only got a couple of months to go before the end of the year. We're going to open up again for people to join. Number one, you avoid the price increase because it will be at a higher price. And we have a brand new indicator coming, by the way. Of course, we have the Tribal Trades indicator that comes with the price of the Discord is included. There's another indicator coming and a whole bunch more. So you avoid the price increase. All right, that's number one. And number two, you'll get access sooner. The higher you are up on the wait list, the sooner you get access. Now, what do you need to do? You click on the link. You join the waitlist. You have to add your payment details, but you're not going to get charged. That's just to reserve your spot, and you won't get charged until you actually get added to the Tribal Trades Discord. And of course, there's no lock-in. So at any time, if it's not for you, if you don't have the time, we wish you all the best. It's just a month-to-month subscription there. But I know once you join the Tribal Trades Discord, you're just not going to want to leave, all right? Because we are relentless here about providing the education and entertainment for everybody who wants to join the 1K per day challenge. Because I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. Are you not entertained? Okay, well, that's all I have time for. So until the next episode or until I see you on the Discord, happy trading.